you go.
They started off to laugh.
Our Coors Light Pole Award winner for Sunday's 66th annual Goodies Headache Relief Shot 500 is Jamie McMurray, and he drives the #1 McDonald's Chevrolet. And Jamie, congratulations. That's the fastest pole speed ever here at Martinsville. It's your second pole of the season, your 11th career overall. He's joined by crew chief Carter McMurray. But now, Jamie, congratulations, and just tell us about the excitement of winning the Coors Light pole and knowing you'll lead the field to the green on Sunday.
We tested here a couple weeks ago, and I thought we had one of the best tests that I had been a part of, really since I started racing, and just really well organized. And I thought we made the car better throughout the test and hit on a couple of things that really had a lot of speed in it. So I was pretty excited about getting here this weekend. Our cars have been so quick the past 2 or 3 months, all year, but more so in the past few months. This is a great track for me, and we had a really good test. So when things are going well, you get excited to come back to the track, and it was great that we were able to take that test and use that towards earning the pole today. Keith and Josh made really good adjustments on our car from the first run to the second run, and really that was a difference maker.
Questions for Jamie? If you have one, raise your hand. Reed, right there in the middle. And then you have one, Drew? Okay.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Jamie, you've had a lot of speed lately, made a lot of progress recently, but do you feel like you need to win a race to validate the season?
Well, we've already won a race. I mean, we won the second biggest paying race of the year. It's unfortunate that doesn't qualify you for the chase, but we've run well enough to win, and that's as important to me as getting to victory lane. You have to be consistently in the top 5 before you can win a race, with the exception of maybe winning at Daytona or Talladega. You can not run well at some tracks and still pull out a win there. But our cars have been good we ran really good at Loudon, a flat 1 mile track. Our intermediate program's has been really good. We ran well at Richmond. Our car's good again this weekend. We've been good at every type of a racetrack, and that's probably what I'm most proud of about our whole organization or group, is that we haven't just hit on it at short tracks or just hit it on intermediates. We've had really good speed, both cars, at every type of a racetrack we've been to. We had a great car at Talladega last week. So that's awesome. Every week going, knowing that you ran well at that type track the last time you were at one.
Drew, and then Jenna.
Drew Davison with the 4-Star Telegram. Jamie, kind of just these in the chase, kind of how do you view these races? I mean, do you look at yourself as trying to play a spoiler and take a win away from a chase contender, or kind of how do you approach it?
It's really not any different. It's probably a lot different for people watching on TV, fans that are watching on TV, because the commentators talk about the guys that are in the chase, the guys that aren't. Everyone looks the same when you're in the car. You don't say, well, that guy's in the chase, that guy's not. It will be different when we get to Homestead, because we're all going to know who the championship guys are, and that the championship is riding on that one race. But the races leading up to this, it's really not any different. Everybody looks the same.
Yeah. So the race was starting, and the guy won it, and so he's racing. So the cross signs for Daddy. We cheers for him, and he got out of the garage. He just put his cars up.
Are you sure? Okay.
And we will have transcripts of this afterwards. Go ahead, Jenna.
Jenna Fryer, AP. Jamie, I know all the cars look the same, but for a non-chaser, how important is it to have these moments where the attention is on you and solely on you?
Well, it's a little bit frustrating when I watch some of the races back that Kyle and I have run extremely well. And it's a little bit different with Kyle because Kyle's new and fresh, and there's a really good story there. It's different with me because I've been around for a while, and you run in the top 5 all day long, and you probably don't get the recognition that you would if it was the first round of races versus not being in the chase. So it's important to win, but no more now than what it would be, 6 months ago or the second race of the year. It's about winning every week, and it doesn't matter which race it is, what track it is. You show up every week to win, and so it's not any more important now, but it would be nice. I've been lucky enough to win 3 or 4 chase races, not being in the chase, so it wouldn't be totally new to me. But yeah, I mean, this would be this is a track that I've really run well at, and I've got to win some really big races, and probably the night race at Bristol and here would be the two for me that I would love to be able to get a victory out and actually get a clock this time. Yeah.
We'll go to Bob Pockris and then Jeff Gluck.
Bob Packer, Sporting News. Typically, Martinsville, by the time the chase gets here, there's the guy in 8th is 50-something points, not even a race within the leader. Now that there are 8 guys all tied, do you expect that to change the dynamic of the race at all?
Well, I think it's much more intense throughout the garage area every single week. When you're not in the chase, you kind of can stand back and look at everybody, and I'm friends with a lot of those guys in the garage area, and you can tell the guys that are a little bit stressed out. And I think when the way it was before, if you had 2 or 3 good races, by the time you would get to here, you had a little bit of a cushion, or when you got to Talladega, you had a little bit of a cushion. But the fact that it's reset, I think that it's much more stressful on all of those guys. But for me as a fan watching, I didn't really know what to expect from this. But it's produced some great racing, and I don't know if there's anything boring that we've had over the past chase races. It's been pretty exciting every single week, so I think it's been a success.
Go to Jeff Gluck.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today. I heard you say on TV this is your first father-son
Yep.
weekend. What are your big plans for this for tonight?
Well, Mario Kart is our big plan for tonight. It's been a little bit of a debacle in our motorhome to get Mario Kart to work. My buddy Tim over there has been working on it for hours today, and we still can't make it function. But we're hoping it works. And the other, what else do you want to do tonight? You want to go get a Jeff Gordon car and a Casey Kane car, right?
Yeah. So then
That's
race his race car, so he leaves the truck out the truck, and then he gets in his the moss truck race starts, and then
monster truck race.
yeah.
Okay.
So, and the moss truck race starts in 2 weeks. So he's so Gene Johnson, so Matt Kansas beat Daddy, and so he races hit the wall and bite, and so my just and the race car just hit the wall, and he just boom his engine in the band.
That's what happens every night in our motorhome, just so you know. And it never gets old, does it, bud? No. Yeah, this is our first weekend together, so it's a little bit of a test for Mom, me bringing Carter, and she's been a little worried, but I've sent numerous videos, phone, pictures, and everything to her to assure her that Dad can handle it. It's a big weekend for me. A lot is all I can tell you. We race these Hot Wheels, and my cars have been getting faster, but Danica wins a lot in our bus too. Danica's Hot Wheel is extremely quick.
And so Jeff scored does hit and a couple and at another racetrack Lasky won. So and Kyle Busch that's almost hit the wall and scored a race, and there was a bad crash. There was a big crash.
I like the Brad Keselowski thing. It's really funny.
Lasky just won, and it kept the Harvick, and then at the next racetrack he was running. It kept the Harvick past him, and he won, and the race, and he just hit the wall by him, and Brad Keselowski just hit bad.
Does anybody have any other questions?
Yeah. Chris.
That was
Back over to
good.
Chris.
Chris Knight, GetYourSnack.com. Jamie, this is McDonald's fourth pole with you driving, but you're still looking to take them to the victory lane. How big would it be to do that on Sunday from the pole?
Yeah, it'd be huge. I'm really proud, to represent McDonald's, and it's really cool to me. They used me in the Monopoly commercial with LeBron and Patrick Kane and Alex Morgan. That was really special, and it's great. Not only for me, but I think for NASCAR and racing in general, because they play that commercial during every type of sporting event, just random TV. You see that commercial a lot, and I think that's really cool of them to put me in that. And I thought that was awesome. The process was that I flew to Akron, Ohio, where LeBron is located, and we started there, which wasn't a big deal. He's bigger than me. The commercial was actually it didn't take all day. We were there all day, but it only took about maybe 25 or 30 minutes to shoot it. And I don't know if you've seen the commercial. The car is obviously the game piece from Monopoly, and it was like a life-size version of that, and they made that for all the pieces. So it was kind of cool. It was fun to get to meet LeBron, and I hung out with Patrick Kane quite a bit. And that was I don't know a lot about hockey, but I do now. I'm paying more attention to it because when you make friends with some of those guys, you tend to want to watch their sport more. Okay, whoa, okay, we're good.
Nate,
Yeah, it was funny the third time. It's not
Nate?
now.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. Jamie, you're not somebody who gets talked a lot about being great at Martinsville, but this is your second pole here. You've got a runner-up finisher. I was looking at your record. I mean, you've got a pretty.
Yeah, it's been a good track for me.
Do you feel like you're a little bit overlooked, and maybe this isn't as big a surprise as people might view it?
Well, it's not a big surprise to me, but I'm totally okay with kind of being in the shadow. I've thought about this a lot, and some of it goes with when I answered Jenna's question about maybe not getting the recognition when we run really well. But I just kind of stick to my own business, and it's not a big deal to me about maybe always being famous. I think there's a lot of guys in the garage area that really they love the TV time, and they love just saying nonsense and getting you or her to write a story about them, right? And I just kind of sit back and laugh at that. I don't really care about that part. I'm here because I love racing cars. I'm here to sell cheeseburgers and treat people that come here with Cessna to an amazing experience, whether you're a customer or you're an employee. So I'm okay with that part of it. It's not really that big a deal to me.
back in the back, final question.
Hi, Jamie. Brandon with MotorRacingDigest.com. Oh, sorry, Brandon Witten. You mentioned earlier the last 2 or 3 months you've run extremely well, you and teammate Kyle Larson. Are you able to pinpoint why that is, or is it just coming together in chemistry, working all out?
Did you get your name wrong? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say my last name.
Oh, I'm like, wow, you got your name wrong. That doesn't happen very often. Yeah, I mean, I know why. It's because of the amazing amount of work that they have done, and it's been 2 or 3 years at our shop of getting everything in place and where it needs to be, and your simulation program, the 7-post, the whole engineering department, everything, getting the cars lighter. We had a huge discussion in the trailer this afternoon about how much lighter they made our cars from the first Martinsville race to this race in just the past 5 months, how far we've come. And it's, yeah, I mean, it would take me an hour to explain to you why everything is going as well as it is. And there's just an endless amount of reasons. I wasn't trying to embarrass you. I thought you said your name wrong and you corrected yourself, and I wouldn't have known.
Well, Jamie, congratulations. Carter, thank you very much.